We're diving into one of the most iconic coins in American history, the 1976 Bicentennial Quarter Dollar. This isn't just a coin, it's a piece of patriotic celebration, minted for the 200th anniversary of the United States. But here's the kicker, while most of these quarters are only worth face value, a handful of rare error versions have shocked the collecting world, with prices reaching tens of thousands, and in some cases, speculated at over £1 million. So stick with me until the very end, because we're about to uncover the secret errors, the history behind them, and the unbelievable values these coins can fetch. If you've ever thought about checking your change drawer, this might just inspire you to start looking. The history of the Bicentennial Quarter. The year is 1976, and the United States is celebrating its 200th anniversary of independence. It was a monumental milestone, and to honor the occasion, the U.S. Mint decided to create something truly special, redesign circulating coins that would capture the spirit of the bicentennial. For the quarter, artist Jack L. A.H.R. created a bold and patriotic design, featuring a colonial drummer boy, his drum at the ready, with a torch encircled by 13 stars above him symbolizing the original colonies. On the obverse, George Washington's familiar portrait remained, but instead of a single date, it proudly displayed 1776 to 1976. This dual date was unique, marking the historic anniversary right on the nation's currency. Why errors make these quarters worth a fortune? Normally, mint errors reduce a product's value. But in the world of numismatics, coin collecting errors are celebrated. Why? Because they represent unique accidents, little windows into how coins were made, and they create one-of-a-kind rarities. With the Bicentennial Quarter, some of these errors turned what should have been an ordinary 25-cent coin into a collector's holy grail, fetching prices that could buy cars, homes, or even change someone's life. The rarest 1976 Bicentennial Quarter errors, off-center strikes. An off-center strike happens when the coin blank isn't perfectly aligned with the dies during minting. The result, a design that shifted dramatically to one side. Minor off-centers 5 to 10% are cool, but not rare, worth maybe £50 to £150. Dramatic off-centers, where 30 to 60% of the design is missing, can fetch £1,000 or more. A perfectly balanced error, where the date and dual year are visible, makes these coins especially valuable, sometimes into the thousands of pounds. Double die errors. A double die is one of the most famous and collectible types of mint errors. It happens when the coin die itself is misaligned during hubbing, creating a doubling effect on the design. Light doubling, £200 to £500. Strong, visible doubling, to £1,000 to £10,000. These are among the most exciting finds because the error is easy to see even with the naked eye. Wrong planchette errors. The big money. A planchette is the blank disc used to strike a coin. Occasionally, the mint accidentally strikes a design on the wrong planchette. For the Bicentennial Quarter, known wrong planchette errors include: struck on a dime planchette, smaller size, worth thousands. Struck on a nickel planchette, £10,000 to £15,000. Struck on a foreign coin planchette, prices can soar past £30,000. And if a Bicentennial Quarter were struck on a silver dollar planchette? That would be a once-in-a-lifetime find, possibly worth hundreds of thousands or even millions of pounds. Clipped plankets. Clipped plankets occur when the coin blank is punched improperly, leaving a curved or straight clip missing from the edge. Minor clips, £50 to £200. Dramatic clips with clear dates and designs, £500 to £1,500. They're highly collectible because the mistake is obvious and visually striking. Transitional errors, the holy grail. Most Bicentennial Quarters were minted in copper nickel clad, but some special collector's editions were made in 40% silver. Now imagine a coin struck on the wrong composition, or even a leftover blank from another year. These transitional errors are virtually priceless, and experts suggest they could reach 6 or 7-figure sums at auction, record-breaking auction sales. Let's look at some real-world sales to put this into perspective. A 1976 Bicentennial Quarter struck on a silver planchette sold for nearly £15,000. A dramatic double die example went for more than £10,000. Coins struck on the wrong planchette, like nickels or foreign coins, have reached £30,000. Collectors speculate that a perfect transitional error could easily break into the hundreds of thousands or millions. That's why people continue to check every bicentennial quarter they find to never know if the next millionaire maker is in your pocket. How to check your bicentennial quarter. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable error? Examine the date. Look carefully at 1776 to 1976. Any doubling is a big sign. Check the edges. A silver planchet will look different from a clad one. Look for clips. Missing chunks along the rim are rare and valuable. Weigh the coin. Wrong plankets will weigh differently. Use magnification. A jeweler's loupe or microscope can reveal doubling and other errors. If you think you've struck gold or silver, don't spend it. Instead, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified error coin always sells for much more than an uncertified one. The legacy of the Bicentennial Quarter. The 1976 Bicentennial Quarter isn't just another coin. It's a symbol of American pride, a reminder of the nation's 200th birthday, and for collectors, it's a treasure hunt that never ends. Most are worth only face value. But the rare error versions, they've written themselves into the history books of numismatics, with prices soaring from hundreds to thousands, and even into the millions of pounds. Because hidden among the ordinary coins are mistakes so rare that they can change lives. Imagine finding a quarter worth 100,000 pounds or even $1 million. That's the magic of coin collecting. Every coin tells a story, but some stories are worth a fortune. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of rare bicentennial quarters, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon because we've only just scratched the surface of the treasures waiting to be discovered.